Hey, what up, Kyle? I'm trying to get the camera at a good angle.
Hey, what up, Kyle?
Oh,
Get the camera out of
and I
here.
need to mute myself.
Oh, I need to mute myself.
All right, I think that should be good, right? Can you hear me okay? Kyle, can you hear me? Okay, I was making sure. All right, I ain't gonna waste no time. Ain't gonna waste no time while you're here. We're gonna get into it. I gotta open this one up though. Hopefully, we have some good luck with this box. You are delayed? Oh, it's okay. There's always a delay. It's fine. Alright, let me move some stuff around real quick so I can try to organize these as I open them. Alright. Alright, I think we're good to go from here. Alright. We're going to go left, right, left, right, left, right. We'll open these first, and then after this, I'll show off the secret layer. Hopefully these packs open fairly easy, because some of them do and some of them don't. That one kind of looked like it might have already been opened. Unless I did that. But it was like, I don't know. Alright. Let's see what our first pack is. It looked a little curled already too. But we got a soldier token. Put that there. That flips around. Sheltering landscape. Mandibular kite. Actually, I think I'll just set them here for now. Rithing chrysalis foil. Ethereum Pteramander. Mog Mob. Distinguished Conjurer. Hey, we got the plains. I'm in the forest. That's a forest. Abiding Grace in the retro. We got a Cursed Marauder in the retro foil. That one looks pretty clean. Hey, Flare of Fortitude for our first rare. Flare of Fortitude in the foil. Nice. That's a good one. Next up, we got an Eldritch Immunity. Kindred Instant Eldrazi. We got a Strix Serenade. That one looks fucking sick. And the borderless. 1 blue to counter target artifact, creature, or planeswalker spell. Its controller creates a 2/2 blue bird creature token with flying. So it's a 1 mana counter spell. Downside, it gives them a 2/2 blue bird, but hey, and a Ugins Labyrinth in the borderless. This is one of the ones I needed. I needed this one. It's got imprint. When Ugins Labyrinth enters the battlefield, you may exile a colorless card with mana value 7 or greater from your hand. You can tap it to add a colorless, and if a card is exiled with Ugins Labyrinth, add 2 colors instead. Or tap, return the exiled card to its owner's hand. That's a nice hit right there. I don't know the value per se. I don't know if I want to, if you want me to look up the values live, I can do that, or I can just look them up after the live, and then I can just post them in the community tab or something. But we also got a retro foil Necro Dominance. That's a banger right there too. That's a good one. Legendary enchantment. Skip your draw step. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay any amount of life. If you do draw that many cards, your maximum hand size is 5. If a card or token would be put into your graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. If you want to. If I want to, you want me to like read them out? Like the price, check the prices while I'm live, or do it after? I'm trying to separate some of these as I'm opening them. Let me grab my other phone real quick. That way I can scan in some of these and tell you the prices. We'll open the next pack though while my other phone's turning on. Alright, so that was from the left, so we're going to get one from the right this time. That was pretty decent though for a first pack. Got the foil Flare Fortitude, retro foil Necro Dominance, a strict Serenade in the borderless, Ugins Labyrinth in the borderless. Whatever you want to do. Yeah, I'll check the prices for you live. I just got to wait for my other phone to turn on. Alright, let's do the second pack while that's going. Alright, we're starting out with a Phyrexian Worm for our token. And that's foil. Alright. Alright, we got Evolution Witness, Warped Tusker, Retrofitted Transmogrant, Contaminated Landscape, Arcbound Condor, Proud Pack Rhino, Barbarian Ring, got the foil Swamp, we got the Retro Consuming Corruption, a foil Retro Hard Evidence. That one looks pretty cool. 1 blue, it's a sorcery that creates a 0/3 blue crab creature token and investigate. That one looks pretty dope. Hey, a Flare of Malice in the foil. Hey, that's 2 flares back to back. The white flare and the black one. Nice. Hey, we got Omo, Queen of Vesuva. This is the commander for one of the tricky terrain precon. That's a nice one. I don't know the price on that one, but that's pretty nice. Hey, a Jet Medallion in the borderless. That shit looks fire, bro. Too bad it's not foil, but that's pretty fucking lit. That shit's clean. Hey, and we got an Endurance in the retro. This is a good one too. It's a creature elemental incarnation with flash and reach. Whenever Endurance enters the battlefield, up to 1 target player puts all the cards from their graveyard on the bottom of their library in a random order and evoke with a cost of exile a green card from your hand. That's pretty cool. Hey, yo, hey, Invert Polarity. That's a badass card right there, dude. And it's borderless foil. Nice. This is already starting off good. I don't know the values, but I know the cards are good. So this one's an instant for 2 blue and a red. Choose target spell, then flip a coin. If you win the flip, you gain control of that spell, and you may choose new targets for it. If you lose the flip, you counter that spell. So that's like, there's like no downside to that card, because it's like either you win the flip and now it's your spell and you can do whatever you want with it, or you lose the flip and then it counters the spell anyways. So either way, they don't get to use it. That's a pretty good one. Not a bad pack though, right there. That's one rare. No, 1, 2, 3 rares, 2 mythics. That's OP. I know, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like that shit is, that's a good ass card. That's a win-win card for real. Like you play it, it's not very expensive too, but like you play it, and your opponent's just fucked. Basically, your opponent's just SOL. Play that when they try to play like their game-winning spell or something. Like when they're really about to like close the game out, and then it's like, nope, you thought. All right, let me get my other phone up, and I'll see if I can check the price on a couple of these. Yeah, this phone sucks. I might have to do it after the stream. That phone's still bugging out. Let's just keep going because this is pretty fucking hype. Like I feel like those 2 packs were some, there were some pretty good bangers in those. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe most of those aren't even worth much, but I feel like those are good. I feel like those are some pretty good hits. I feel like. All right, we got a foil blood token to start with on this one. Got Tranquil Landscape, Serapidin Simulacrum. That one's hard to say. Eldrazi Repurposer, Snapping Void Claw. Is it Generatorium? Hey, a Null Elemental Blast. This is a good one. This is just a common, but this is a very good card. 1 colorless, instant. You choose one. Counter target multicolored spell, or destroy target multicolored permanent for the cost of 1. Like, what? That's dope. I know that's not a rare, but I'm putting that over here with the rares because that's a good one. We got Propagator Drone, Foil Swamp. We got a Retro Aether Spike. That's actually a good one. We got a Foil Meltdown in the retro foil. I think that's a good one too because I actually have this card in a newer version and even it's worth money. For our first rare, we got the Foil Amphibian Downpour. Final Act. Let's go. Borderless Final Act. Choose one or more. Destroy all creatures, destroy all planeswalkers, destroy all battles, exile all graveyards, or each opponent loses all counters. That one's kind of similar to a Farewell, kind of, sort of. Except for Farewell exiles, and this one just destroys. But I bet that one's worth something. Then we got White of the Reliquary. Hey, we got another flare. That's 3 in a row. Every pack we've opened has had a flare. Got a retro Flare of Denial. Hey, we got a fetch land. Wooded Foothills in the borderless foil. Borderless foil fetch land. Let's go. We got a flare and a fetch land in this one. Hey, yo, these packs are kind of fire right now, dog. These packs are kind of fire right now. Yeah, damn. These packs are hitting right now. I'm still trying to get this other phone working. I want to see what some of these are worth because I'm getting super excited. Like I'm hitting some crazy shit, and it's probably not as crazy as I'm making it seem. All right, I got the phone up and going, so let me see if I can get one to scan in. Yeah, no, it's gonna take too long. I'll do it after this stream because this other phone absolutely sucks. It's too laggy. It's not scanning very well. All right, let's keep going. Fuck that. Let's just keep going because this shit. I feel like this shit's popping off right now. I don't want to lose the momentum. Don't want to lose the momentum. We got a foil Kraken token. That's pretty lit. All right. Tune the narrative. Avoid pounce. Seething landscape. Siege smash. Horrid shadow spinner. Twisted riddle keeper. Legion leadership. We got a plains. A retro hard evidence. Retro foil Skoa Ember Mage. For our first rare, we got a volatile Storm Drake. I actually have one of these already. But that's like a I think when I looked, I think it's like a $15 card. It's a creature Drake. It has flying, hexproof from activated and triggered abilities, and when volatile Storm Drake enters the battlefield, exchange control of volatile Storm Drake and target creature and opponent controls. If you do, you get 4 energy, then sacrifice that creature unless you pay an amount of energy equal to its mana value for a colorless and a blue. Ulamog's Dreadshire. I think that's a good one. Vigilance. It's an Eldrazi with 10 cost. It's a 10/10 with Vigilance. Ward is sacrifice a permanent with mana value 1 or greater, or you can tap it to create a 10/10 colorless Eldrazi creature token. So like every turn, you're just creating more 10/10s if you tap him. And then if you have a way to untap him and you tap him again, that's 2 10/10s. Speaking of Drakes, you gonna watch the new season of Game of Thrones? I didn't know there was a new season of Game of Thrones. What? If there is, then hell yeah, dog. Hey, we got the puppy in the borderless special art version. Philia Exuberant Shepherd. I have the normal version of this one over here somewhere, but this one looks way better. So this is a legendary creature dog for 1 and a white. Flash 2/2. Whenever Philia Exuberant Shepherd attacks, exile up to 1 other target non-land permanent. At the beginning of the next end step, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. If it entered under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Philia. Yeah, it's how it all started. Oh, I think I don't. I think I have seen that, bro. That's been out for a while, but that's not like Game of Thrones. It's not like a Yeah, I think I have seen that. I don't remember if I watched all of it though. Hey, we got another fetch land. This one's borderless. It's not a borderless foil, but it's still borderless. It's got the windswept heath. And then we got a Imskir Iron Eater. Now I had the regular version of this guy and he wasn't worth shit. But maybe this etched foil version. This is an etched foil. It's pretty nice looking. Maybe that one might be worth something. Not bad. That was not bad though. An etched foil Imskir, foil volatile storm drake, a Ulamog Dreadshire, and we got the puppy in the special art, and we got another fetch land. Season 2 came out. Yeah, I have to look, but I think I have watched it, bro. Okay, I don't remember what side we were on. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think we're on the left. All right. I feel like this is going pretty well so far. This is way better than the Play Booster box for sure. Also a lot more expensive, but. All right, we got the foil spirit to start us off on this one. What we're really hoping for is an Emrakul and the other Ulamog, and maybe I mean, there's a lot of good stuff, but those are the main ones that I would like to get. Infernal Captor, Inspired Inventor, Dream Drinker Vampire, Sage of the Unknowable, Kozilek's Unsealing, a Victimize, a Boggart Trawler. We got an Island. We got another Meltdown. This one's a retro, not foil. So we have the retro foil and we have the regular retro. That's a good one. Then we got the foil Aether Spike in the retro. For our first, we have our first mythical, Eladamri Corvictal, legendary creature Elf Warrior. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast creature spells from the top of your library. You can pay a green and tap to tap 2 untapped creatures you control. Reveal a card from your hand or the top of your library. If you reveal a creature card this way, put it onto the battlefield. Activate only during your turn. Wow, that's pretty nutty. So you can look at the top card of your library at all times. You can cast creatures from the top of your library, and you can pay 1 and tap this guy and 2 others and reveal a card from your hand or the top of your library, and if it's a creature, you can play it for free. That's pretty nutty. That's kind of nutty. Hey, we got the Jyoti Moog Ancient, but in the borderless special art version. Hey, that's pretty lit. That is pretty lit. When Jyoti Moog Ancient enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 green forest dryad land creature token for each time you've cast your commander from the command zone this game. At the beginning of each combat, land creatures you control get +X until the end of turn, where X is Jyoti's power. This is the secondary commander in that precon, that land precon. Speaking of, Nadu, let's go. Nadu is the broken bird, the fucking broken bird that I swear is gonna get banned. This was another one that I was kind of hoping for, but Nadu Winged Wisdom, 1 and a green and a blue, legendary creature bird wizard with flying. It's a 3/4. Creatures you control have. Whenever this creature becomes a target of a spell or ability, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land card, put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put it into your hand. This ability triggers only twice each turn. I can't even, like, I could spend 30 minutes right now just talking about this one card and how broken that is. We're not gonna go into all that right now, but that card right there is busted. Hey, and then we got a retro dress down. It's an enchantment with flash. When dress down enters the battlefield, draw a card. Creatures lose all abilities. At the beginning of the end step, sacrifice dress down. How's that broken? You want me to go into it? Hey, we got another fetch land. Borderless foil fetch land. This is our third or fourth borderless foil fetch land. Well, I don't think they were all foil, but I know there was another one that was foil. Okay, I'll take a few minutes. You're the only one watching, so you're the only person I really got to make happy. So if you want me to explain it to you, I can explain it to you. So it says, first of all, he only costs 3, and he's a 3/4. That's already broken. And he has flying. Okay, so he's already kind of broken before you even get to what he does. But creatures you control have, whenever this creature becomes a target of a spell or an ability, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land, it goes onto the battlefield. So it says onto the battlefield. So it's not like entering the battlefield. So you don't have to tap it. So you can get any land you want and it comes in untapped. That's pretty nutty. If it's not a land, you put it in your hand. Okay, and you think the drawback is that you can only do it twice each turn. But no, every single one of your creatures has this ability. So you could do it twice, but then you could do it twice on another creature, twice on another creature, twice on another creature. And there's so many different ways to, like, just basically almost go infinite with it. And then if you blink him out and, like, remove him from the battlefield and then bring him back in, it resets. So now you get to do it 2 more times. And there's a bunch of like enchantment auras or artifacts with equip. Like any equip ability is targeting it. Like all you have to do is target it. So even if your opponent isn't playing anything to target your creatures, you can target your own creatures like a bunch of times all by yourself. Like you could get an artifact that has an equip cost of 0 or an equip cost of 1, and you can just move it around your creatures and just trigger this like a shit ton of times. And you're either going to draw and put a spell or a creature in your hand, or if it's a land, it's going to go onto the battlefield untapped. Like it gets nutty, dude. It gets nutty. It's crazy. Like that's just the basic brokenness of it, but that was a good pack though. We got the Nadu, the borderless foil fetch, the Bloodstained Mire. We got a dress down, Eladami Corvigal, and we got the Jyoti Moga Ancient. Yeah, welcome, Lebo. But yeah, so that. My apologies for hitting the camera. That card's pretty busted. I feel like none of these packs have been bad yet. I feel like all of these packs have been pretty crazy so far. Nice draw card. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'll probably end up just selling it because I think even if I did build a deck around it, I feel like nobody would play with me. They'd be like, "You're playing Nadu." Nah, dog, we ain't playing. They'd be like, "You're playing Nadu?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're gonna be like, "Nah, dude. Nah, dude." Christy, what's up? All right, we got the foil insect to start off this one. We got the foil electrozoa, Riddlegate gargoyle, banged flames. How I feel about slivers? Yeah, but slivers are Yeah, I get it though. Everybody hates slivers too. Nope, that's a card that will cost you your friends for sure. For sure. Expel the unworthy. Reiterating bolt. Wastegate battle mage. Path of Annihilation. And then we got the mountain foil. We got a retro accursed marauder. I think that's our second one. We got a foil retro munitions expert. That one's pretty sick looking. Alright, for our first rare, we got Ophiomancer. I don't know what this one does. I don't know if I've seen this one. Creature Human Shaman. It's 2 and a black for a 2/2. At the beginning of each upkeep, if you control no snakes, create a 1/1 black snake creature token with Death Touch. Oh, nice. That's not too bad. That's pretty cool. We got a Borderless Desert Warfare. This one looks cool. It's an enchantment for 3 and a green. Whenever you sacrifice a desert, and whenever a desert card is put into your graveyard from your hand or library, put that card onto the battlefield under your control at the beginning of your next end step. Oh, that sounds pretty good. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control 5 or more deserts, create that many 1/1 red, green, and white sand warrior creature tokens. They gain haste. Hey, that one sounds fun. That one sounds kind of fun. Hey, we got the borderless power balance. That one looks pretty sick. That's 2 red, and it's an enchantment. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, you may reveal the top card of your library. If you do, you may cast that card without paying its mana cost if the 2 spells have the same mana value. That could pop off if you're playing against some people that are running decks that are kind of like similar in like their cost. Like if you're both playing aggro deck, then you're probably both going to have a lot of 2 or 3 mana spells. So that's situational, but that's still pretty fucking good. Hey, we got another fetch land. How many is that so far? 4 or 5? And this one's a retro, not foil, but still retro. Bloodstained Mire. So we just, in the last pack, pulled the borderless foil Bloodstained Mire. And now we got the retro Bloodstained Mire. Nice. Hey, 06! Hey, there's a banger right here. And this one looks clean. Look at that. That's pretty. So 6. It's a 2 and a green legendary creature tree folk. It's a 2/4 with reach, and whenever 6 attacks, mill 3 cards. You may put a land card from among them into your hand. As long as it's your turn, non-land permanent cards in your graveyard have retrace. I think this is a fairly expensive card right here. That's pretty good. So Ophiomancer, Desert Warfare, Power Balance, Bloodstained Mire, and 6. That 6 looks clean. Not bad at all. All right, next one. We got 3 and 3, so we're on the left. So we got 6 left. I'm definitely not disappointed. Reach is the ability to block flying, right? Yes, that's what reach is, yes. We got a foil well to start us off on this one. Petrifying Meddler, Malevolent Rumble, a Throbbing Charm, Cyclops Superconductor, a Lethal Throwdown, Consuming Corruption, Waterlogged Teachings. We got a Plains, Jolted Awake in the retro, Retro Foil Tireless Provisioner. And we got a Party Thrasher. Attempt with Mayhem. This one looks pretty clean. It's a borderless. Tempting Offer. Choose target instant or sorcery spell. Each opponent may copy that spell and may choose new targets for the copy they control. You copy that spell once, plus an additional time for each opponent who copied the spell this way. You may choose new targets for the copies you control. I actually seen this one played in a episode that I was watching of, I think it was Game Nights. That one's pretty cool. Sorry, I played it a long time ago. I stopped after. Oh no, you're all good, Abo. I also took a break for a few years, and I just recently started back up as well. The Kamigawa block. Hey, we got another fetch land. Bro, have we gotten a fetch land in every single pack? This is crazy. Hey, that's clean though. Borderless Polluted Delta. No, I keep saying borderless, but it's an extended art Polluted Delta. That 6 was borderless, but some of those other ones were extended art. Hey, Cedric, what up? I've been pretty well. How about you? How you been? Hey, a Flare of Cultivation. Hey, that's a borderless. Yo, Flare of Cultivation is so good, dude. Like, I mean, all the flares are good. So far we got the green one, the blue one, and the white one. I think we actually got all of them. But anyways, this one is a 1 and 2 green sorcery. You may sacrifice a non-token green creature rather than pay this spell's mana cost. So you can play it for free if you can sack a green creature, basically. It's a cultivate. So search your library for 2 basic land cards, reveal those cards, put one onto the battlefield tapped, and then the other into your hand, and then shuffle. So this is pretty good, because, like, say turn 1, you drop a land, you tap, you play Arboreal Grazer, which is a 1 mana cost creature, comes in the battlefield. When it comes in the battlefield, you get to go get a land and put it onto the battlefield untapped. So now you're still on turn 1, you have 2 land on the table. Now you play this spell for free, you sacrifice the Arboreal Grazer, you go get another land onto the battlefield. And then on turn 2, you already have like 4 mana. And the kind of things that you can do from there are pretty crazy. You're already like 3 turns ahead of your opponent, unless they did the same thing. I'm slightly sick, but for the rest, I'm good. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that you're sick. Yeah, hopefully you get better. Hopefully it's not like anything like major. Hopefully it's just like maybe a small headache or something. But yeah, Flare of Cultivation, great card. Now we got the borderless foil Necrobloom. Dang, that shit's clean. Nice combo card early game. Yeah, very nice. Like if you can have those in your starting hand, like you're basically starting the game like 4 turns ahead of your teammate, your opponent. This one is the 1 generic, white, black, green. It's a legendary creature plant with landfall, and it's a 2/7. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, create a 0/1 green plant creature token. If you control 7 or more lands with different names, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token instead. Land cards in your graveyard have Dredge 2. So, like, if you're playing this in Commander, all your lands are always going to be different lands. So that's going to be pretty easy to do. That's clean. That shit looks clean. Yeah, these are definitely very nice looking cards, and I feel like we've been getting some bangers. This is a good ass set. This set is fire. All right, we got 2 on the left and 3 on the right, so we're on the right now. Still no Emrakul or what's the other one I said I wanted? I forgot already. I'll know when I see it. There's a reason why it costs so much. Yeah, that's true. Obstinate Gargoyle. But I opened a Play Booster box yesterday, and I feel like I got kind of shafted on that. I didn't really get very much good stuff in that one. Accursed Marauder. Horrific Assault. Nyxborn Unicorn. Monstrous Vortex. Priest of Titiana. Bridgework Battle. Then we got the Island. We got a Retro Charitable Levy. Hey, and we got a Retro Foil Brain Surge. It's a common instant. Draw 4 cards, then put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order for a cost of 3. That's pretty good. Hey, we got another M-Skier Iron Eater. I don't think he's worth anything, but he looks cool. Hey, we got a borderless, no, extended art. I don't know why I keep saying borderless sometimes when it's extended art. But an extended art, Talon Gates of Madara. It's a land gate. Whenever Talon Gates of Madara enters the battlefield, up to 1 target creature phases out. So that's good. That means you can trigger an ETB ability twice. And then tap for a colorless, or pay 1 to tap for any color mana, or pay 4 and put Talon Gates of Madara from your hand onto the battlefield. Oh, that's kind of dope. That's pretty nice. Guide of Souls in the extended art. This one is a 1 white for our creature human cleric. It's a 1/2. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life and get 1 energy. Whenever you attack, you may pay 3 energy, and when you do, put 2 +1/+1 counters and a flying counter on target attacking creature, and it becomes an angel in addition to its other types. That's pretty cool. Hey, we got this. Fucking looks sick. Grist Voracious Larva. It's a 1/2 legendary creature insect for 1 green mana. It's got Death Touch. Whenever Grist Voracious Larva or another creature enters the battlefield under your control, if it entered from your graveyard or you cast it from your graveyard, you may pay a green, and if you do, exile Grist and then return it to the battlefield transformed under its owner's control. And the transformed side, dang, that artwork is sick on this one. I love this. So it turns into a planeswalker at that point. Starts with 3 loyalty. And the +1 ability is create a 1/1 black and green insect creature token. Then mill 2 cards. Put a death touch counter on the token if a black card was milled this way. The -2 ability is destroy target artifact or enchantment. And the -6 ability is for each creature card in your graveyard, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 1/1 black and green insect. Yo, that card's doing a lot. That card's doing a lot, and that art is sick. That might be my favorite looking one so far. Alright, next up, we got a Johnny Noctal Pariah. We have another one of these, just the basic version, but this is the borderless foil version. This one's pretty nice as well. It's a 1 generic and a white for a legendary creature cat warrior. It's a 1/2, and whenever a Johnny Noctal Pariah enters the battlefield, create a 2/1 white cat warrior creature token. Whenever 1 or more other cats you control die, you may exile a Johnny and then return him to the battlefield transformed under his owner's control. And he is also a flip creature that turns into a planeswalker, and that looks sick too. Oh, that one looks fucking dope. Borderless foil planeswalker. So it has 3 loyalty starting, and then you can +2 put a +1/+1 counter on each cat you control. And for a 0 cost, you can create a 2/1 white cat warrior creature token. When you do, if you control a red permanent other than a Johnny, he deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to any target. Dang. -4 ability. Each opponent chooses an artifact, a creature, an enchantment, and a planeswalker from among the non-land permanents they control, and then they sacrifice the rest. Hey, oh, he's pretty nutty. Oh, he's kind of nutty. And then we got an Eldrazi spawn token in the foil. Oh, wow. Dang. Kind of feel like we're popping off, kind of. Kind of feel like we're popping off a little bit. All right, I think we're on the left now, aren't we? I believe so. Yep, we got 2 and 2. We got 3 left after this one right here. I haven't been disappointed with any of these yet. I think every single one of them have pulled some pretty good ones. Hey, we got the foil fishy. Got the foil fishy to start off with. All right, we got Solstice Zealot, a Molten Gatekeeper, Aether Spike, a Dross Claw, Signature Slam, a Cursed Wombat, Depth Defiler, Foil Mountain, Retro Evolution Witness. Hey, we got the Foil Snow-Covered Wastes. For our first rare, we have Orum's Chant, which is a 1 white instant spell. Kicker for a 1 white as well. Target player can't cast spells this turn. If this spell was kicked, creatures can't attack this turn. That's pretty dope. Thanks for the run of your booster drafts. You're doing a good stream, by the way. Very clear explanation. Thanks. Have a nice day, y'all. Hey, I appreciate that, Abo. If you haven't already, just subscribe. And usually I always open up my product here on YouTube. And if y'all see anything that you kind of are interested in that you want to buy, the stuff that I open here on YouTube, I usually sell on Whatnot. And the link for my Whatnot is in the description. I appreciate you coming through and showing your support. Hey, okay, we got a extended art Aurora Shifter. This one looks cool. It's a 1 generic and a blue for a shapeshifter creature. It's a 1/3. Whenever Aurora Shifter deals combat damage to a player, you get that many energy. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may pay 2 energy. When you do, Aurora Shifter becomes a copy of another target creature you control, except it has this ability. And whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you get that much energy. Yeah, that's pretty nice. We got a Monumental Hinge in the borderless. It's a land. Monumental Hinge enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a plains. As long as you control a plains, this one will come in untapped. You can tap it for a white, or you can pay 2 generic and 2 white. Tap it and look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a historic card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Hey, that's actually pretty good. We got another fetch land. Hey, we've been getting a lot of fetch lands. Flooded Strand in the retro. Nice. We got a special guest. Borderless foil special guest. Thought Not Seer. That's crazy because I actually pulled a Thought Not Seer in the Play Booster box, but it was just it wasn't the borderless foil version, but we have 2 of these now. Nice. Very nice. This one's 3 generic and a colorless creature Eldrazi 4/4. When Thought Not Seer enters the battlefield, target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it and exile that card. When Thought Not Seer leaves the battlefield, target opponent draws a card. And it's a 4/4 Eldrazi. Nice. That wasn't not a bad pack right there. Not a bad pack. We got 3 left. Put these up real quick. All right, starting this one off with a foil treasure. Got a Field Gargantua, Rose-Caught Knight, a Galvanic Discharge, a Faithful Watchdog, Amped Raptor, Charitable Levy, Strength of the Harvest, got the Swamp, we got a Retro Dragon's Rage Channeler, we got a Retro Foil Grim Servant, and for our first rare we have Shalginger, Sire of Famine. It's a 6/6 legendary creature, Elder Demon, for 3 generic, 2 black, 6/6 flying. Sacrifice another creature. Create a blood token. If you sacrifice an angel this way, create a number of blood tokens equal to its toughness instead. You can pay 3 white or 3 black, sacrifice 6 blood tokens, and return each creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Those creatures are vampires in addition to their other types. And we got a extended art foil Koram the Undertaker for a 1 generic and a black, red, green for the cost. It's a 0/5 legendary creature human warrior. Koram the Undertaker gets +X/+0, where X is the greatest power among creature cards in all graveyards. Whenever Koram attacks, each player mills a card. During each of your turns, you may play a land and cast a spell from among cards in graveyards that were put there from libraries this turn. Hey, that's pretty nutty. Hey, we got the borderless special art Keurig, Son of Yawgmoth. 2/2 legendary creature Phyrexian horror minion. You can pay 4 colorless and 3 life to play him. He's got lifelink, and for each black in a cost, you may pay 2 life rather than pay that mana. Whenever you cast a black spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Keurig, Son of Yawgmoth. Hey, we got the Retro Toxic Deluge. Let's go. 2 generic and a black for a sorcery. As an additional cost to cast this spell, you can pay X life. All creatures get -X/-X until end of turn. Nice. And we got the extended art foil Amphibian Downpour. Not bad, not bad. All right, we got 2 packs left. And then after that, I'll show off the Hatsune Miku secret lair. I thought that was the element symbol. No, that's the. I'll pull it back out in a minute after this one to show you. No, that means like you could pay. You could choose to pay life. Moonfolk, token. We're going to start out with Area Auxiliary, Unfathomable Truths, the Temperamental Ooze Swag. Oozewag. This one's funny. This is a funny one. Conduit Goblin. Tamayo meets the Story Circle. Johnny fells the Godshire. Sink into Stupor. This is a double-sided card. Turns into a land. That's cool. We got a Force in the foil. We got a Retro Brain Surge. A Retro Foil Tune the Narrative. We got another 6. This one's just foil. We read this one already, so but that's cool. We got another 6. We got a Bismuth Mind Render. 3 and a black, 4/3 Eldrazi with Devoid and Menace. Whenever Bismuth Mind Reader deals combat damage to a player, that player exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. You may cast that card by paying life equal to the spell's mana value rather than paying its mana cost. Hey, yo, let's go. Hairgast Erupting Nulkai in the Borderless Special Art. Nice. It's a 9-cost Legendary Eldrazi Dragon. It's a 6/6. It has a merge for 6 and 2 red. Whenever you cast this spell, you may exile your hand. If you do, draw 3 cards. It has flying, and each creature spell you cast has emerge. The emerge cost is equal to its mana cost. Nice, that's a nice one. We got another fetch land. Extended Art, Windswept Heath. Yo, we've been absolutely hitting it on fetch lands. We got another Imscure Iron Eater. This one's in the retro foil. I think we got like every version of him now. Not bad, not bad. We got 1 pack left after this. Unfortunately, still no Emrakul. Really want to get an Emrakul. We got this last pack though. We could get it because when I was going through my play booster and I got to the last pack, I called which card I wanted and I actually ended up getting it. So we could still get him. This one is not wanting to open. Oh, this one's being a pain in the ass. You got the card? What do you mean? What do you mean I got the card? With Phyrexian Golem? Are you talking about... I got the... I'm confused. Thriving Skyclaw. Nyxborn Hydra. Foreboding Landscape. A Dog Umbra. Static Prison. Pyretic Rebirth. Phyrexian Ironworks. Forest. A Retro Lion Umbra. A Retro Foil Galvanic Discharge. Hey, we got another Grist. This one's just the foil still. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. Hey, this one looks badass. Exterminator Magmarch. It's a 2 and a black and a red for a 5/3 Phyrexian Construct. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that triggers only a single non-land permanent an opponent controls, if another opponent controls 1 or more non-land permanents that spell could target, Choose one of those permanents. Copy that spell. The copy targets the chosen permanent. You can pay 1 and a black to regenerate him. Yeah, that's pretty cool. He looks pretty sick. Extended Art Detective's Phoenix. It's an enchantment creature. It's a 2/2 for a 2 and a red. It has a bestow cost of 1 to collect evidence 6. It has flying and haste. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has flying and haste. You may cast a Detective's Phoenix from your graveyard using its bestow ability. And its bestow ability is only 1 red. Oh, that's pretty good. We got another Flare of Cultivation, but this one's the retro. I don't think we pulled the retro Flare of Cultivation yet. Yeah, that's nice. And we got a Null Drifter. Retro Foil Null Drifter. It's a 7 cost 4/4 Eldrazi Elemental. Whenever you cast this spell, draw 2 cards. It has flying and Annihilator 1 with an evoke cost of 2 colorless and a blue. Not bad. No Emrakul. We didn't get the Emrakul, but I still feel like we did really well. I'm not disappointed. I am not disappointed at all. Alright, let's show off this Hatsune Miku secret lair. I opened it, but I haven't actually looked at it yet. Elvish Mystic. That one looks pretty sick. That one looks pretty sick. Then we got a Shelter. 1 and a white. Instant. Target creature you control gains protection from the color of your choice until the end of turn. Draw a card. Everybody kind of knows what Elvish Mystic does. Next is a Harmonize. That one's 2 and 2 green for a sorcery. Draw 3 cards. Miku the Renowned for red and 2 white. It's a 3/4 legendary angel. Has flying. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature you control, exile that card instead of putting it into your graveyard as it resolves. If you do, return it to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. Hey, that's pretty sick. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty dope looking. Miku Lost But Singing. 2 and a green. Human Monk. It's a 1/2. You may play 2 additional lands on each of your turns. Sweet. Sweet. Inspiring Vantage. Trying to make sure y'all get a good look. Inspiring Vantage enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or fewer other lands. Taps for a red or a white. And we got Miku's Spark. 3 and 2 red sorcery. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to each other creature and each opponent. The new one should be better. Yeah, doesn't that one come out like soon? I think it comes out pretty soon. And we're gonna leave that in there. Yeah, I think it comes out soon. I'm gonna try to get that one too. Yeah, it has a soul ring. Hell yeah. I did hear something about another one coming out, but this one, when it came out, sold out so fast. Like, it sold out so fast. And I have a feeling this new one's gonna sell out fast as shit too. So I don't know if I'll be lucky enough to get it. I'll probably have to get it off of somebody else. But oh, I can I will probably end the stream from here, but I appreciate everybody for coming to hang out. I'm gonna price all these cards out, and I'll post the update of the prices on the community tab tonight. So if you want to check back tonight in the communities tab, or just make sure you have notifications turned on, that you'll be able to see the amount of value that we pulled out of this box today. But I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you, Kyle. Thanks for coming and giving support and talking to me and chatting with me. I appreciate it. Bo, I appreciate you. And Cedric, I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody who came through. Hopefully y'all enjoyed watching me open those. I will catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace out.